Welcome to the Vetiver Vibes podcast. We're your hosts, Nikki Frazier and Rachael Dean, certified clinical aromatherapists. We are excited to have you here on today's episode where you know that you'll get the best essential oil scoop.
This episode is brought to you by Essentria, a leading online school for aromatherapy. If you want to learn more about how to become a clinical aromatherapist, check out the courses at www.schoolofessentria.com. Welcome to this week's episode of Vetiver Vibes. Nikki Frazier here with
Rachael Dean.
And this week we are talking about coriander.
Coriander essential oil. Do you want to try the botanical name, Nikki?
Yeah, it's Coriandrum sativum.
Yeah, that one's not as scary as some of the others.
No, it's a pretty easy one compared.
So how was your week?
No, actually not too bad. Last time we recorded and we were in our last podcast, we talked about patchouli. And so I actually did make a point of using patchouli this week.
And how did that go? Drum
I mean,
roll.
it still wasn't. I used one drop in my bath blend, so it's. I'm taking this as progress. It is a win
in your
for
bath
me.
though too. Then you have you're like that's like that was a commitment, man.
Well, it is, but I mean, I only smell it for an hour and then that's it. So It's not like it's in a personal inhaler where then I'm stuck with that personal inhaler if I don't like it for quite a while. And I had it with rosemary, cypress, and I think lime.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Something like that. I'm trying to remember. They're all still beside my bath. But yeah, so it was just like one drop. And then I had 7 drops of other oils. So it very much balanced out. And it was just that slight kind of undertone I could pick up every now and then a little bit. But it wasn't overpowering that way. And I still got some of those great benefits. So I count it as a win.
That definitely sounds like a win, and you committed to it. You were you were in it, so that's great too. So yeah.
What about you?
I have been walking around with my citrus oils on everywhere I go the last week. It's been super busy, anxiety ridden life, everything's fine, but just a lot doesn't end. So yeah, I made a personal inhaler with orange, grapefruit, tangerine, and I added some vanilla because I like a little vanilla. So got my happy oils out and been using that. I find March is a time of year, it's March now and it's going to be April by the time this posts, but we're close. And it is a time of year where I actually find it sometimes harder than January. So I know there's the January blues and stuff, but I actually find this time of year as we're changing seasons, and I just want to feel the sun, and I just want to be outside, and it's so close, and yet feels even farther away than January.
Well, and we had a blizzard today actually. So we had last week it was 18 degrees. It was 18 degrees last week, and this week it was 0. And literally, as I'm working all day, it was a blizzard to the point that I could still see the houses across the street, but it was pretty hard to see them still.
That's
the snow was coming down that much, and I'm this we are end of March. This does not make sense.
Yeah, I'm not a winter person. I can, if it's full winter where I can go and enjoy the winter, I can find the joy in that, and I can love it, and I have snowshoes and I really want to get out and do fun stuff and all of that. But I really am looking forward to some serious spring days. And you're right, we did have that beautiful day last week, and I spent a lot of it in my office, but I got home and I went for a really nice walk. Wasn't long, didn't need to be long, but just my oldest and I went for a nice walk, went to the grocery store, picked up some stuff, and came back and had a beautiful dinner. So but yeah, we gotta looking forward to my spring walks with all the flowers as they're coming up. I take pictures of them constantly, and I can't wait. So around the corner, guys.
And that's where those citrus oils come in to help you just make it that
Make
last
it through.
stretch.
Make it
Just
through. Just gotta get
we're
there.
so close.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Okay, so back to coriander. That's our oil of the week. So botanical name we tried coriandrum sativum.
Sativum. Yep.
Sativum. There you go.
Yep.
Country it's harvested from: Poland, Hungary, Holland, Russia, France, and England. And then it comes from the plant, like the seeds in the plant. So cilantro comes from the leaves if you're kind of looking for the difference on those. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the chemical constituents. So they are highest in monoterpenols, and especially the alcohols. So looking, or especially linalool in it. So, studies have shown it helps reduce blood pressure. It's an antioxidant, it's anticonvulsant, it's anxiolytic. These are all things that linalool can help with, which is really, really great.
Yeah,
It's also analgesic and bactericidal, and HEPA protective as well. So a lot of really good things when we're looking at, the chemical constituents, the science behind it
of
all.
course. Yeah. Things that it can help you with, and this is when I tend to use coriander the most. So the physical side of things. So it can help with eating disorders, flatulence, got some farts, definitely get the coriander
Yep.
out. Gout, nausea, digestive system, urinary system things. So that's typically when I'm using it for anything digestive related.
Mhm.
Emotional ways it can help release emotional blocks, baggage, helps with mental clarity. I've definitely used it for that too. And if you're depressed, it's a good oil that you can use in a blend for that, which is nice because if you're making blends for emotional support, coriander can be an oil that like we've already well established that I like to stick to like the the
Citrus.
citrus oils, right? That's those are my happy oils, right? But coriander is really great because you can like add that to it and it just kind of balances a little differently, and still feels like a fresh, nice oil. So blend,
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah.
I find because it's like I find like the spice oils they just have that crisp and uplifting aspect of it. And
Yeah.
like if I'm feeling stagnant or just like I just can't shake it off, like that's
Hmm.
when I love my herb oils for that, of just like getting through that stagnant energy and bringing in new energy, which is exactly that, of releasing, what's there, and helping bring in the good stuff.
Exactly. So
So,
tying all that in, spiritual, subtle aromatherapy, so including your chakras, it can help with your navel and solar plexus chakra. Um, Take action and move forward in life. So that's what we're talking about, just like,
mhm.
uplifting, move forward, that kind of thing.
And then it helps to circulate qi in the stomach. So with indigestion, stomach issues, all of those digestive aspect supports, it's going to really help with that. Strengthen the spleen, which is associated with earth element if you're looking at traditional Chinese medicine and that type. Also helps to encourage creativity and promote imagination, right? So again, if sometimes tapping into that third eye, or just again, right, that I keep coming back to stagnation. It just keeps, I don't know. I keep getting this
That's the theme
message
for this oil today.
talking
There you
about,
go. It's all
yeah,
good.
with coriander. And when you're just stuck and you can't get, and it's not just creativity of like drawing, but just in work, in life, personal life, business life, all kinds of different things of just, moving forward in a project, things like that, right? We always need to be creative, and imagine where we want to go, things like that. So it can really help with that aspect of it. And thankfully, there's not a lot of safety concerns when it comes to coriander.
Love that.
Um, so I mean, unless it's oxidized, then it can be sensitizing to the skin, but otherwise it's a pretty safe oil.
Right. Fun facts. It takes approximately 48 pounds of coriander plant material to make one 15 milliliter essential oil. So it is a lot.
Hmm.
Coriander has also been found in tombs of pharaohs. So not coriander essential oil. Obviously, those were not in the tombs of pharaohs. But it's still kind of cool to know that it was an oil that it was a plant
Plant.
and that was being used for benefits that they were finding so long ago.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then the affirmation that we came up with if you want to use coriander, is I release what holds me back, embracing clarity, creativity, and the courage to move forward with ease and balance.
I like that.
Hmm.
And we have a card pull for the week. So we're going to use the Aromatherapy Insight cards, which we've talked about before. So you
Hmm.
can see they're very beautiful. So I'm going to not look at it because I won't feel right. So I'm mixing them up a bit. And this is the oil of
Don't tell me you picked coriander.
no, but it's
Okay.
patchouli. um,
That's funny.
was that one of the oils that we like? Was it an oil we pulled like
I
last
think
time?
so.
Like, oh my goodness!
I
So,
think
well,
that's how
I'm
we
gonna
got
read
into
it.
patchouli.
I feel like that's how I got to patchouli. I'm gonna read it, but you know what? I'm gonna pull a second one quickly too afterwards. But patchouli, because it's sticking around, and that's what we
Right?
need this year. I guess that's where we're. So sorry, you're gonna have to put it back in your next bath blend again. Still by the bath. Patchouli is for unity. Feeling trapped in one of many areas of your life and feeling like those areas are not working together, patchouli unites all levels of your existence, allowing you to focus and bring heart and head to work together, rising above self-imposed barriers and enjoying all that life presents. Patchouli awakens a sense of peace that reaches into all areas of your life. Don't get ruffled and caught in the false ego. Stay self-assured and realize your real strength lies in being you. We'll leave it at that for patchouli.
Nice.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to just do another one because, if someone else is anti patchouli, then give them another option to go with. There's two of us, so we could do two.
There we go.
Myrrh. Love
Ooh.
myrrh.
That one doesn't come up a lot when I
It
do
does
pulls.
not. It's beautiful. I didn't show this picture. I didn't show it. It's gorgeous. So if
Yeah. Oh, there we
it's
go.
just going to take
She
time
just
just
keeps
for,
coming out.
yes. There we go. Anyways,
Yeah.
uh, myrrh is beautiful. Let's find that one. This one I love. I'll just talk about it while I'm trying to find it. I love myrrh in my foot
Okay.
soaks.
Yep. Yep.
It is great in a foot soak. So, uh, remove mundane thoughts and be inspired by what is possible. Tap into your dreams and visions to release a liberating strength and awareness. Be curious, seeing only possibility. Myrrh helps you be still and grounded while being inspired so that you can manifest your dreams. Physical benefits: reduces inflammation and uterine disorders. It aids healthy skin and helps you restore a more youthful complexion. Always need that youthful complexion in my feet.
Yes.
It's also your base chakra too, and color
Nice.
vibration is red. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I think
Mhm.
that's a great spot to wrap this up. So thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Vetiver Vibes, your essential oil scoop. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye. Thank you for spending your time with us here at Vetiver Vibes. This episode was brought to you by Essentria, a leading online aromatherapy school. Don't forget to check out some of our free resources at www.schoolofessentria.com.
If you love this episode or you got a lot of value out of it, please make sure you share it with someone in your community who you think would enjoy it too. If you haven't already subscribed or reviewed the show yet, you can go on over to your preferred streaming platform and hit subscribe, then leave a review. This is the best way to help support us, and we appreciate it. Email us with a screenshot of your review, and we will send you a free guided meditation as our way to say thank you.
This podcast is for information purposes only. We are certified clinical aromatherapists and holistic health professionals. If you have a medication concern, please refer to your health team. Everyone's health is unique to themselves, so the topics and suggestions stated may or may not apply directly to you.